YouTube, it's blinkycab, and I've got a bit of a story for y'all. So 2 weekends ago I went down to the Gold Coast for work. I went down Friday, came back Sunday, and I stayed in the Sheraton Mirage Hotel down there. For those of you local viewers, you probably know what the Sheraton Mirage is down there. It's pretty nice. It's across from the Versace Palazzo, if that's how you pronounce it. And anyway, so I was down there. There was like an expo on Saturday at the Gold Coast Convention Centre, and we had a stall, and there were all these members there. And so let me just sort of lay it out for you. So Friday night I got down there, we had a meet and greet with ourselves and all the members, so it was just drinks and whatnot, conversation. And then that finished at around midnight, so everyone went back to their hotel rooms or wherever they went, but me and some of the guys went out. Went to a club down there called Blush, which is it's a pretty cool club, I guess. Anyway, one of the members actually came out, and he was this young kid. I think his dad owned a business, and that's why they were there, and he just sort of tagged along. Anyway, he was about 20, I think, and he came out clubbing with us, and you know, everyone had a great time. And then on Saturday we had the expo, and then Saturday night we had the awards dinner. This is all at the convention centre. Anyway, we were at the awards dinner, right? And I had to go to the bathroom where, like, everyone's drinking beer and blah, blah, blah. I went to the bathroom, right, with my beer, right? I took my beer from the table and I went to the bathroom. And when I walked into the bathroom, the kid was in there. The guy from the night before was in the bathroom at the urinal hanging a piss. And I went in there and I put my beer on the sink, like near the taps. Anyway, I went there and I put it on the bench, and I went over to the urinal next to him, and I was like saying, "Oh, hey man, hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "Yeah, hey. Sorry if you think I'm riding like a grandpa. I tend to ride boring on my vlogs because I'm thinking about vlogging." Yeah, right, so I go into the bathroom, I put my beer on the bench, I say hi to the guy, I'm like, "Oh, hey, how'd you pull up after last night? You know, pretty big night." And as I went to the urinal and started to pee, he had finished his piss, and he went over to the sink and he's washing his hands, and we're sort of like chatting and saying, you know, how's your day, how was the expo, yeah, well, we're probably going out tonight, blah, 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 just having a chat. So by this time now, right, I'm finishing up my piss, and he's at the hand dryer, right, like blowing his hands dry. And then he, right, and then I finished peeing, so I went to the sink and washed my hands, and by this stage he'd finished drying his hands, he was all done, he was standing at the door to the toilet to leave, but he was like standing there because we were still talking, and I'm washing my hands, and then I walk over to dry them, right, and then as I'm drying them, you know, the hand dryer's right near the door. As I'm drying them, he's standing there at the door, and we're talking, and then he looks over and he notices my beer on the bench that I was going to get after I'd finished drying my hands. It's like I saw it in his eyes, right? They like lit up, like he saw my beer, they lit up, he walked over, grabbed my beer, walked back to the door to where he was, we're still talking, and he starts drinking my beer. Right, and I'm thinking, what the hell? What the hell is my beer, right? But I didn't say it. I didn't say, "Hey buddy, that's my beer," because I wanted to see where it went. I wanted to see if he realized that it wasn't his beer. And we both left the toilet, we're walking back to the dinner room, and we're walking along, and he's drinking my beer, right? And I'm thinking, this guy has no idea. Either A, he has no idea that it's my beer, he thinks it's his, right? He thinks it's his beer that he took to the toilet with him, and when he noticed it and his eyes lit up, it's like he thought, "Oh, hang on, that's my beer, I can't believe I almost forgot my beer." right? Even though it's my beer, right? So there's option A, or option B, he knows it's my beer, he just stole it. So I didn't know. I didn't know if he's like deliberately stole my beer, or if he honestly, like honest to goodness, thought that it was his. I don't know. I'm probably making a big deal about this than I should be, but I didn't end up saying anything. When we got to the room, I went to my table and he went over to his. And then I thought, you know what? He's probably gotten back to his table, and his beer's there, sitting on the table, right? So he's walked over to his table with my beer, put it on the table, and gone, oh, hang on, there's my beer. I just stole that guy's beer. I hope so. I didn't see him after that. I didn't see him, so I didn't have a chance to say, hey, buddy, you stole my beer! Anyway, it was free beers anyway. I just went back and ordered another one, but I don't know, he stole my beer. Is that weird? Like in the toilet. We're in the toilet peeing and he steals my beer. I don't know. You're probably shaking your head watching this going, Blinky, just get the hell over it. You know? And I'm not upset that he stole my beer. I just think it's like, he's crazy, man. Who steals a beer? And here I am riding like a grandpa again. Anyway, so that's my funny story. I don't know if I delivered it well, but y'all keep saying you don't care what I talk about. You just want to see my vlogs, yo. So I'm uploading my vlogs. I'm uploading them. Do you like the scooter? I don't think he heard me. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Word to your mother.